Durag Wisdom Y2K 17.07.18. And this broadcast is dedicated to Protest Day. Supposedly today all kinds of protests are going on, and they have to continue to go on for as long as this traitor and his party are in charge. So I wrote down a few points that I want to share with you, and the things that prompted me. One, since I live on Staten Island, unfortunately I have Dan Donovan as my representative, a Republican skunk. Although he voted against in the House, he is one of those folks who voted against the House bill. So I congratulate him on that. But then recently he comes out with a statement in the local right-wing newspaper, the Staten Island Advance, that he says, although the Russia matter is very important, in fact I think it's vitally important, when you say that we've been attacked by a foreign power and they put into our lives this creeping Trump and Putin creep, right? I mean, this is worse than the Manchurian Candidate. So, so Donovan says, yeah, that's important, but we should still govern. Govern of what, I want to ask? You mean relieve 20 million plus Americans of health care? Destroying the planet? Destroying public education? Denying a woman's right to choose? Denying LGBTQ rights? And over, again and again. So when he says the Russia matter is important, but that we should continue the matters of government, what government? You mean the one that the federal government that the GOP wants to destroy, Representative Donovan? You mean that one? You mean denying us the right to vote? You mean that one? You mean having corporations as people too? You mean those? You mean gerrymandering? And the other thing that prompted me to write was why Bitch McDumbbell and his GOP are having a hard time passing his destroy healthcare bill. The Democratic Party is crippled through lack of spine, through lack of fortitude, for lack of bravery. The Democratic Party is not what's stopping this health care, the removal of health care debacle. It's you. It's the resistance. People demonstrating. I mean, I'm watching the news. Thank you, folks, for all the great, wonderful things that you're doing out there resisting. Getting in the faces of these creeps. I'm telling you, not that I believe everything the news or the media says, but I'm going to tell you, if it wasn't for the protesters, this bill would not be dead. It wouldn't be dead, it would be in. You out there, the people, have gotten up in their faces, and it's got to continue because we are alone. We have no progressive party. None. And you're doing a great job. So this prompted me to write. And the third thing that prompted me to write, of course, to give you this list of what you can do to continue to protest, is that you got to remember that creeping Trump Putin birther can get rid of Mueller and his committees. It is not a select independent committee with an independent prosecutor. I'd be all for Mueller and his team running that kind of committee, but I'm telling you right now, the Creepitant still has the power to get rid of this committee. Keep that in mind. And also keep in mind that if Clinton were president and she had colluded with the Russians, we would have already been past an independent committee and on toward impeachment. Because as far as the hypocritic, traitorous Geo-Putins are concerned, as long as you have a parentheses capital R before or after your name, you can do any goddess damn thing you want. And we, the people, are stopping that. We still need an independent committee. So in honor of this day of protest, I want to thank all the people going out. I'm also ordered new shirts from a different company, from Progressive Turnout. You're going to see when I'm wearing the whole ensemble, you'll see. I plan on walking past the Tower of Feces, the Creepitant Trump Tower in Manhattan. I live in this area with this shirt on. And I don't need a sign, I'm the sign. For once, instead of having some kind of an advertisement on our shirts like many of us, including me, do, I got this advertisement. So I'm trying, doing these broadcasts and giving you folks a place to have discussions. That's so important to me. So here we go. We have to continue to fight because we have to recognize this is not the old days. In the old days, anything this creep has done, the Creepitant Trump Putin bastard has done, he would have already been censored. But these are the days of the invasion of Trump world on the rest of us and their GOP enablers. So, we have to know that we may think the health care bill is now dead. Ha ha ha! This is the day and era of the living dead right-wing GOP Trump Putin traitor scumbags. No rules no longer apply. Join Indivisible. Indivisible, very important. You get a whole group of people together, get in the faces of these GOP creeps. Write letters to Congress people, to newspapers. Donate money. Know that every bit of information, disinformation that's coming out of this White House, this GOP, it's all lies. They're trying to revise history. Read 1984. You'll learn about the playbook of totalitarians. Everything coming out of the sewer of these GOP and their Creepitant Trump Putin bastard leader is a lie. Demand impeachment. Every place you can. Have spontaneous demonstrations to demand impeachment. Okay? Demand a select independent committee. Again, a select independent committee with an independent prosecutor, which we do not have at this point. Let Mueller and his team be a select independent committee. Do civil disobedience. We need tons and tons and tons of civil disobedience. Sit-ins. Anti-Trumpins. Learn-ins. Let them drag our asses up. Weighted down by us as much as possible. Please. And make sure, of course, that all our demonstrations are non-violent. Legally non-violent, even though civil disobedience is technically not legal. That's why you get arrested. But it's civil disobedience is peaceful demonstration, which can be very annoying. always keep it peaceful, non-violent. All right? Because that way we keep focused on what we must do to save our country from the threat that we have facing it now.